after they came out of Egypt, that they would, the Bible prophesied that they would go to slavery on slave ships. Did your people ever go to slavery on slave ships? So you wouldn't, let me read it to you out of the Bible. You believe in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
Go to Deuteronomy 28.
We'll come out the Torah.
We're going into the Torah. Check this out.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
The children of Israel were going to be cursed if they didn't keep God's law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Let's see if they did, if they kept it or they didn't. Go to Daniel chapter 9 and 11. Check this out.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 9,
Verse 11.
verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law,
All Israel did. They didn't keep it, so they got cursed with that. Keep going.
even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse
The curse.
is poured upon us.
So the curse was poured upon them. Now let's get one of those curses. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 16.
That's right. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
Egypt means slavery or bondage.
with ships.
Well, what?
With ships.
That's why I asked you, did y'all people ever go to slavery on slave ships? You said no. Check this out.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
He said, in the same way I'm telling you, it's the same way it's going to happen.
thou shalt see it no more again.
Matter of fact, the Israelites wasn't going to see their homeland again.
And there
And once you got off those slave ships,
ye shall be
you were
sold
going to be sold
unto your enemies,
unto your friend,
unto your enemies,
unto your enemy,
for bondmen
a slave man,
and bondwomen,
slave woman,
and no man shall buy you.
meaning no man was going to redeem you. So that's why I was asking you, did that ever happen to your people? Now, if y'all think through history, who did that happen to?
A lot of nations.
No.
Yes.
That happened to
Us.
these people,
That's it.
the true children of Israel.
That's a big sign right there. Transatlantic slave trade to Louisiana, right there on that
Thank
sign.
you. Look at that sign over
Yeah,
there.
big sign.
That's a go to 40. Check this out.
Verse 48.
This is another one of the curses that only beheld the Israelites, the true Israelites.
That's right. Therefore shall thy serve thy enemies,
We're
which,
going to serve thy enemies
which the Lord shall send against
because
thee,
we broke his law, statutes, and commandments.
in hunger,
And hunger,
and in thirst,
and thirst,
and in nakedness,
and in nakedness.
and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron
He's going to put a yoke of iron.
upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
When did that ever happen to the so-called Israelis? When did they ever get yokes of iron around their neck until they were destroyed and not know who they were?
What do you mean? In
No.
history, it's ancient. It's not nowadays.
No, that's after Egypt. That's after Egypt. What I'm saying is, when did that happen to them? When did they go to slavery or slave?
You want to know?
Yeah.
When the Persians.
The Persians?
The Persians.
No, they didn't go into slavery on slave ships with the Persians.
That was our people.
That was our
That
people.
was us.
Man, I let you believe whatever you want. I think it's beautiful what you do here. Yeah.
Go to
I think it's
Revelation 2,
beautiful.
verse 9.
This is the book of Revelations. Check this out, brother. Check this out, Esau. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 9.
This is the prophecy of what Christ is.
I know thy works and tribulations and poverty.
Because the true Israelites are in poverty.
That's right. But thou art rich,
They're rich because all of the promises belongs to them.
and I know thy blasphemy
The
of them
blasphemy is a wicked lie.
I know it's blasphemy.
which say they are Jews
They say they Jews,
and are not,
but they're damn sure not.
but are the synagogue of Satan.
That's what God. That's what Christ said they are.
Talking about the people these days saying that they're Jews like you. You're saying that you're Jews because you went into our land in 19...
Tell me, my friend. But I need you to answer this honestly.
What's that?
What you are talking about now, this is not a message of love. A message of love. This is message.
This is Bible.
This is Bible.
Yeah,
we
but-
read it out of the Bible.
You believe in the Torah?
I believe in the Torah.
All right, go to.
But if you know the Torah, you know that the Torah has many faces.
Go to
it
28
says
and 1.
Bible has 1,000 faces, and everyone that reads it,
You
can
say you
interpret
believe in
it.
the Torah, right?
Yeah, but everyone that
Well,
reads
hold on.
it interprets it in a different way.
Well, hold on.
What you do
Well,
now?
you give me your interpretation of this. Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
It's the book of
Says
Deuteronomy.
everybody's supposed to be all up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy.
Chapter 28, verse 1.
What book is
That's
this
in the
Bible?
Torah.
Torah, right here.
It's in the Torah. You
First
believe
5
in the
books.
Torah, right? The
Okay,
first 5 books
okay.
of Moses. Read that.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So therefore, how did if God is a God of equality,
That's right.
why is he telling the Israelites, if you obey my law, statutes, and commandments, I'm going to set you on high,
That's right.
above all nations of the earth?
That's my opinion on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think this is stupid. I don't think it's good.
Of course it's stupid, because you above everybody now.
I don't want to be above everybody.
Well, you want to be beneath.
No, I want everybody to take everybody up. You know, I don't want. I want all the humans to work together and make the world a better place, because this is what God wants. Not some people to be
Not according
above
to the
others.
Bible. You say you believe in the Torah, right?
Yeah, but as I said, the
Go to
Bible
Joel
has many
2:27.
faces.
Well, what
Sometimes
other
it says-
face can- how else can you explain
sometimes
that?
it says this, sometimes it says this. It's for you to interpret.
Well, why does it say this? Joel chapter 2, verse 20. This is your prophet.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel,
He's in the midst of Israel.
and that I am the Lord your God, and none else.
He's nobody else's God but Israel.
And my people shall never
But
be
he's
ashamed.
also for Christians, you know. He's also the God of Christians and the God of Muslims and the God of
We're talking about the
Rastafari.
God of the Bible, though.
But it's the same God.
It's the same God.
It's the same God.
Well, why is he saying he's only the God of the children of Israel?
This is the first book. Then came Jesus. Jesus said, I'm making a new religion. This is also for Jehovah. Okay? Then came the Muslims, say, oh, Allah, one God. Then the Rastafari come over and say, oh yeah, Jah is the one God. It's all the same God, because God is everything. God is everywhere. God is the world. God is you. God is me. God is everything.
Could
We'll see what the
prove
books
that?
here about. Oh, yeah.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 14. And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am have sent me unto you. And God said moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me unto you.
That's right.
This is my name forever,
That's right.
and this is my memorial unto all generations.
How can you get around that?
What?
He's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yeah. But you know,
So he's not the God of the Muslims. He's not the God.
Of
That's
course
not
he
the
is.
same.
You know, when the Islam came over, Islam is around 16,000, no, like
that's-
1600
That was
years.
after Christ. That's like 600 years.
Yeah,
600
it's after Christ.
Right.
This book, 4,000 years.
I agree.
In this book, there is no Jesus, there is no Allah, there is no nothing.
We're dealing with the Torah right now. We ain't even
Yeah,
touch on
exactly.
Jesus yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So is Jesus saying anything different from the Old Testament than the New Testament?
He does the New Testament.
Does he? Because he's saying that Jesus says that everybody that put the children of Israel in slavery, they're going into slavery.
That's
know that?
right.
You believe that?
Did what?
Everybody that put the Israelites in slavery, they're going into slavery. You believe that?
This is what
That's what
Jesus
That's
says?
That's what the Torah say and what Christ said. You believe that?
I still
Go to
forget what you're
Revelation. Let me
saying.
prove it. He's saying
Everybody that enslaved them,
everybody
is going
that
to be
slaved the
slaves.
children of Israel, they're going into captivity. You believe that? That's what the Torah says.
I don't know.
Go
I
to
don't
Jeremiah 3rd. Hold that. Go to
I don't
Jeremiah
believe
3rd.
that. I
Let me
don't
show
believe
you.
that.
Let me show you.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee
Everybody that devoured the children of
shall
Israel,
be devoured.
they're going to be devoured.
And all thy adversaries, every one of them,
Adversaries.
Shalaki. And all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity.
All of them going into captivity.
And they that spoil thee
Everybody that spoiled us,
shall be a spoil.
that don't sound like it. Cause somebody's going into captivity.
That's right.
Go to the end. Go to Revelation chapter 13, verse 9.
It's the
Check
book
this
of
out.
Revelation,
Show you
chapter
that Christ
13,
ain't
verse
saying nothing
9.
different.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
If you listen, pay attention.
He that leadeth into captivity
Everybody that led the Israelites into captivity,
shall go into captivity.
they're going in there.
He that killeth with the sword
Everybody that killed the Israelites with the sword,
must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the
the
saints.
saints of the Israelites. That's at the end of the book.
That's right.
I think
Nothing's changed.
that this idea of revenge, yeah, is what blocks the world from evolving. This idea of like somebody's done something bad for me, so now he's got to pay for that.
Yeah, that's because you're on top right now.
I am on top.
Yeah,
Man, I ain't shit on top, man. Look at me.
you personally is your people on top.
People, man.
Yeah.
People.
Your people not on top.
Yeah,
the so-called Jewish man.
Jewish people running all the sports arena, the media, everything.
Y'all not on top?
They running everything.
I want.
brother.
I hope you can check your. No, I know that you won't, but you need to check you know, really
need to check
check.
what?
Oh no, trust me,
Okay.
we do really check.
Okay.
So y'all not running the world as a whole.
Do I look like I'm running the world, man?
Well,
Not
you're,
you.
you're,
You're
you're
people.
2 times loser right
Yeah,
now.
you
talking
in
about
bad
your people.
shape.
But who is? But I don't know anybody that runs the world. So what you're talking about are people.
You're talking about we talking about as a nation,
As a nation,
of people.
bro.
Don't
As a
think
nation.
of your.
Okay,
That's
this
what's
is
wrong with the
one-
black people.
So
You're
if,
thinking of one
but
person.
who
as a
is
nation.
these people that do that?
Go
Who-
back
no,
to.
no,
I'm about to prove it.
don't leave
Go
the Bible
back to
now.
Deuteronomy
You say
28.
Jewish
No, we
people,
can't leave the Bible.
they rule the world.
28 verse
Where are
40.
they? Where are those Jewish people that rule the world?
Huh?
Where
What do
are
you
they?
mean?
You know
They back
somebody-
in the land. A bastard should dwell in Ashdod.
to war and I saw my friends getting killed. So tell me that I'm the one running the world.
I went outside of my door and see my friends get killed.
Okay.
That's right.
That's
I
right.
mean nothing.
So I don't.
I'm up in that.
I don't say that you're running the world, but I don't think I'm running the world.
Your people are.
Who?
Hey, think about her. Your people running the world. Who runs this planet?
I'm not part of this.
Yes, you are.
Get a point. No, it's okay. I'm having fun.
It's all right, Esau.
I don't like. What you're saying is that there are a bunch of Jews running the world.
Check this out. I'm about to show
This
you.
is the
who
book
you-
of Zechariah, chapter 9, verse 6.
Mhm.
And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod,
Mhm.
and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines.
Good.
So he said a bastard shall dwell there. So those bastards.
Remember, the Israelites wasn't going back to their land.
So
We're scattered all over the 4 corners of the earth.
You know that, right? You know Israel is scattered all over 4 corners of the earth,
yeah,
right?
my family came back to Israel only
Who lives in Ashdod
60
right now?
years ago.
Who lives in
Hold on.
Ashdod?
When did y'all go
Right
to
now?
Israel?
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of people, the Jewish people mostly, but originally, it's like Greek people, Palestinians,
The Bible calls them bastards.
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 What the people of
In Israel.
That's innocent right
of
now.
the Palestinians, not Palestinians, but Palestinians. The
Philistines
All
and,
of them.
and the
Neither
Jewish.
one.
Amalek.
None of that's. Neither
Amalek.
one of their
Yeah,
land.
Amalek.
I know it's Amalek.
Yeah, right. So,
Yeah.
you know.
You're a Amalekite?
What?
You know you're a Amalekite?
I used to think I'm an Amalekite.
No, I'm asking you. Are you?
I know nobody who's an
You're
Amalekite.
Kazar?
What?
You're Kazar?
What's Kazar? Kuzari. Kuzari. I know
Kuzari?
Kuzari, yeah. 2 kinds of Jews. Like,
Two kinds of Jews.
Like the Ashkenazi is the white ones, the
Sephardic Jews.
Mizrahi is like the darker skinned one.
Oh, okay.
Like
Which
Sephardic
one is the
Jews,
darkest?
right.
skin?
Mizrahi.
Your daddy or your mother?
Oh, my mother.
Mother?
Yeah.
So you check out your Jewish by your mother or your father?
You're Jewish by your mother.
Go to let me show you how y'all completely against Torah.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
And they assembled all the congregations together on the first day of the 2nd month.
Mhm.
And they declared their pedigrees
They declared their bloodline
after their families
Uh-huh.
by the house of their fathers.
by the who?
The house of their fathers.
That's how you learn that you're an Israelite. It's
By
by
your
your
mother.
bloodline from the house of your
Yeah,
father.
but I'm also Jewish from my father, man.
Huh?
I'm also Jewish from my father.
Oh.
I'm Jewish from both sides.
That's
both sides.
go to Revelations 3 and 9. Let me give you a prophecy.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 3, verse 9.
This is what's going on, brother.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan,
But we showed you who the synagogue of Satan
which
is.
say they are Jews,
They say they're Jews.
and are not,
They're not Jews.
but do lie.
They lie a whole lot.
Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
That's going to happen. That's a prophecy.
And
That's
to-
Christ.
That's right.
That's Christ prophesying that.
And to know that I have loved thee.
That's how it's going to go. Go to 2 and 26. Revelations 2:26.
The book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 26.
Yeah.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works.
This shows you that there's no equality even when Christ comes back. Even if the true Christians actually read this book,
That's right.
they're gonna realize that it's saying the same thing as the Old Testament.
Unto the end.
Start over. 26.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end,
Uh-huh.
to him will I give power over the
He's
nations.
gonna give a certain people power over the nations.
And he shall rule them with the rod of
They're
iron.
gonna whoop the hell out of them.
As the vessels of a potter
Uh-huh.
shall they be broken of shivers,
Uh-huh.
even as I received of my Father.
Mhm.
And I will give him the morning star.
Yep.
That's right. Keep going.
What you got? Yeah, keep on.
And he hath an ear, let him hear
That's what you got. You gotta have an ear to hear.
what the
Why
Spirit
do you
said unto
think
the churches.
like the second highest rate of skin cancer is in Israel?
The what?
The second highest rate of skin cancer is in Israel.
I think
Look it up on your phone. You got Google. The second highest rate of skin cancer is in Israel. No, Israel is not in the Middle East, by the way. It's all part of the African tectonic plate.
That's right.
So those are literally black people. You do know that, right?
Man,
Israel.
have you ever been to Israel?
No, I
You
know
haven't been to Israel. You're talking. I'm trying to
No,
tell
listen
you.
what I'm saying. The only thing that separates it from Egypt is the Suez Canal, right?
From Israel,
Yeah.
Sinai Desert, the Sinai Peninsula.
That's on the other side. I'm talking about northern. If you have the Israel, you have the map right for the map.
You have a map? I will show you, man. I show you where I live. I show you everything.
There you go.
Of Northern Africa.
How they
they're
look?
not like black people.
They're not?
They're not black people.
Who they are? Put it in.
You never been to North Africa?
Dude, listen to me.
Libya.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen
Morocco.
to me.
They're not black
I know
people.
because they're conquered.
What is conquered?
Conquered.
What is conquered?
Conquered? You don't know what
you're
conquered means?
Yeah, I know what's conquered.
Yeah. So who the original people of that land you think they were? What color did you think they were? Originally.
Ancient days. You're thinking about the present. You're talking about the ancient.
Ancient days.
I'm
You think
thinking
about
present.
You
I'm
think
thinking
about present.
the history
Like right
too,
now,
man.
right? You thinking about right now, huh? We talking about ancient. Who was there first?
But both of them can never know, man. How can you know and how can I know?
Dude, the history is right there in the book.
History saying.
And the Israelites, by the way, man.
Yeah, give them.
The Israelites came
let's
from-
see how Moses.
from
Let's
Eastern
how Moses.
Moses.
Yeah.
If you want to, Moshe.
Yeah, Moshe. That's
Moshe.
ancient. My bad.
It's okay, man.
Hey,
Yeah, don't worry. I've been destroyed in slavery. I didn't know
right.
about. I don't know about language. I'm learning it though.
That's right.
Even y'all don't have the pure language. That's not true.
It's doing.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 22.
Go 6,
Verse 6.
4, and 6.
4 and 6. Verse 6. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, put now thy hand into thy bosom.
He told Moses, said, put your hand into your bosom.
And he put his hand into his bosom.
Uh-huh.
And when he took it out,
And when he took it out,
behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
he said his hand became leprous as snow. So if he was already white, it would have been a miracle if he was already white.
That's right. You understand that?
Yeah, of course, but no one in the Middle East is white.
No damn well. You know what I'm saying? This is the image of what he is. He told him, put your hands in, his hand became leprous as snow. So it wouldn't have been a miracle if he was already a white man.
That's right.
Because nobody around there is white. But
Nobody, especially at that time.
At that time.
Nobody was.
Nobody.
Everybody was dark like him. Where did the white man come from? Where did he come from?
What? White people?
Yeah.
From Europe.
We're going to show you what. The Bible tells you what. You need to get into this Torah and start reading a little more.
Man, I've been reading tons of Torah.
Well,
all
read
my
this.
life.
This
Let me
is the
show
book
you
of
where y'all
Genesis,
came from.
chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife
Uh-huh.
because she was barren.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord was entreated of him.
Uh-huh.
And Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her.
Right.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
While
And
she was struggling in her womb.
and she went to inquire of the Lord.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb,
2 different nationality of people was in her womb.
and 2 manner of people shall be separated,
Their mannerism is going to be totally different.
shall be separated from thy bowels.
And we're going to be separated from the born, from birth.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
I'm a whole lot stronger than you.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
The elder, going to serve the younger in the end when Christ comes.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
There wasn't identical. They had to be fraternal. It was going to be 2 total different nations.
And the first came out red all
The first
over.
one came out red. Now, who is would consider to be?
Esav.
Huh?
Esav.
The red people.
Esav, this is his name. They're
Esau,
older
yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Esav.
Esau,
Right.
It's like father of the Edom nation.
The
Who is that?
Edomites.
Who is that today?
Edomites.
Who is that today?
What is it today?
Who is it? Who are the
Edomites is
Edomites?
like Lebanon, you know, Edom is in Lebanon.
No, man. Come on, man.
She's from the children of Edom, Esau.
You think so?
Of course.
Yeah.
A blood
Say,
show between
read
her
that
skin.
again.
And when her days
Hold
to be
on. The
delivered,
first came out.
and the first came out red.
Who are the red people? How do we know that they're red?
Because they red head.
Because of their skin, their blood shows forth through their skin, right?
Right. No melanin in their skin.
No melanin.
Melanin.
Every other nation has melanin in their skin, but so-called white people.
You know that, right?
Your blood
You
come
know
forth
that,
through
huh?
your skin.
Don't you have to put suntan lotion on in order to lay under the
Yeah, I
sun?
do.
There you go. That's right.
That is right.
Exactly. Yeah.
She
finally.
has
You
spoken.
been lying all this time. You got her telling you.
That's right.
I'm sorry, but the fact that you just said I'm lying.
Why you lying? No, don't get so defensive.
Don't get
Oh,
emotional.
don't get
Why you
emotional. Why you getting emotional?
Yeah.
Don't get emotional.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm
you
talking
got it,
about a
man.
message of love.
You don't got emotional so much.
And you'll go to your new time to
whatever.
separate.
You don't got
Have a
emotional.
good day.
Have a good